Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. It is me, Curly K Glam, and I'm here today to bring you another video. So, I just want to start off by saying, don't y'all think my shirt is cute? I'm like the hugest SpongeBob fan. I've been watching, y'all. It's hard to believe SpongeBob came out almost 21 years ago. Like, I legit remember when SpongeBob first, became on Nickelodeon. But anywho, got this shirt from your local Ross. So if you are into the 90s, and no, this is not sponsorship, this is just for all the people who love like cartoons and anything that's like cartoon nostalgia. Ross, okay? Anyway, so I'm coming to bring this video. As y'all know, I don't know when I'm gonna publish this video. I probably will publish it after I do my review for Grownish, the last episode for season spring finale. Yeah, I'll probably publish it then. But I am doing this actually before the last episode airs, so it comes on tonight, Thursday, but I will see it tomorrow, the next day. So I'm saying all this, y'all ain't gonna see the video till later anyway. But I just wanted to come and give my thoughts on what I thought about this first segment of the season, because at this point, I honestly do not know where Grownish is going, like, this season. Like, I don't know, maybe it's because I'm watching the show, like, as it's happening, instead of, like, when I binge watch it on Hulu, I got to, like, watch it straight out and to see how the plot played out and to see, like, how the plot builds. But as of right now, my overall synopsis of season 3, to me, it has been whack. Like, and I'm like, a little underwhelmed, because I was so pressed for the new season to come out, because like I said, I had just started binge watching the show, and then I had started following, everybody on Instagram. And so around the time that season 3 was about to come out, I was like, okay, this show was really good. I really liked, where it's going. Same thing for Blackish, because I binge watched them both at the same time. I'm really liking where the show is going. But now that I'm watching season 3, I'm very underwhelmed. I don't know where the plot is going. I felt like the whole Nomi pregnancy thing was whack. I felt like they could have done a lot more with that storyline. We don't know where it's going right now, but 8 episodes in, I feel like we should have a general idea of where it's going. I like the fact that they have been, showing more into the lives of the other characters, such as, the twins, Doug and Aaron. They still are disrespecting Vivek, and I don't know why. I don't know if Vivek, the person who plays Vivek, is booked and busy in real life, and so he only shows up to the days that he is actually, like, filming. But other than that, like, this season has been whack. Like, I would have liked to see more with Zoe and Luca, seeing as though they left us on that big cliffhanger, at the end of season 2, and then in the beginning of season 3, we just get this whole parting of the ways. It was no closure for the viewers. Like, it's just like, okay, they had their backslide moment, and then boop, I just don't want to do this no more, and then boop, Luca got a new girlfriend, or a new whatever she is. Love Ryan Destiny, love her. Don't like Jillian. I'm not here for Juka at all. Period, poo. Also, like, Zoe, like, to me right now, Zoe is all over the place. I know that this is a TV show, and it just looks like Zoe has scatterbrain. Like, I don't know how to, I'm not following. Like, I see, like, coming up, in the last episode, everybody's gonna have to make these big decisions, but I'm just like, blah, like, blah, like, what, like, what is Zoe doing? I think the episode I probably liked the most was the episode when Aaron fussed Zoe out, and the one when Zoe and Luca were, trying to figure things out. I feel like, I just don't know. Like, I'm honestly over the whole back and forth thing between Zoe and Aaron and Zoe and Luca, because obviously, like, I think they're trying to, you know, sway the viewer. I doubt if they introduce another guy to come into Zoe, you know, for her whole love life situation. But as for right now, I feel like they're dragging something out, and I don't know what it is. And then, of course, the promo for tonight's episode is Zoe's 21st birthday party. So hopefully this episode gives us something to linger about. Mind you, I just want to reiterate this again, that I am pre-recording before I see tonight's episode. And I think that's a good thing, because I just don't know. But, you know, if things happen in tonight's episode that stir the pot, I will come back and add on to this video to, you know, clarify everything that happened tonight. Or to, you know, add on to give my opinion. But for right now, I'm just, like, Anna and Javi, not really here for it. That's boring. Like, I feel like Anna as a character is more, can give us more besides just being caught up in these dudes who lust after her. Like, I'm over it. I really am. Also, I feel like they should incorporate more of Blackish and Grownish together, because you're telling the story of Zoe Johnson, who comes from, you know, Bo and Dre. So I feel like they should incorporate, you know, they should more family oriented more. Like, for example, I know for the short time that Denise was on Different World, we got to see Vanessa come and visit. We got to see Theo come and visit. We got to see Rudy come visit. Grandpa came and visited. And the mom and dad, well, not the dad, but the mom came and visited him a few times. We didn't get to see Homecoming. We got to see Homecoming in Different World. We got to see, you know, just a few more things. We got layers. And I feel like in terms of like an onion, I feel like we're on the first layer in comparison to like A Different World. We cut the onion all the way open and diced it. Like, I just feel like it's very surface, and I need for them to give the viewers more. If you're going to touch on certain subjects, you just might as well just jump in full throttle and just discuss the topics. I do think that, for example, the thing they talked about with Black kids and student loans, I thought that was very valuable. I thought the whole thing about the process of going through a breakup with someone was very valuable. I feel like with the storyline of Nomi, that could have been very valuable, but they just decided to just etch a sketch it off. I don't know what episodes 9 through how many episodes is in the season, but I do know that Grownish needs to give us more before season 4, because they did get renewed for season 4. So I'm just need for them to, you know, just, they need to pick up the process. I've also watched other people review Grownish as I've been reviewing it, and a lot of people are saying the same things. People are very underwhelmed with the storyline. We want depth. We want more. And for right now, Grownish is not giving us that. And I don't know why they are making the spring finale at 8 episodes. Like, that's so whack. Like, why can't you just... Nothing is going to be on TV in between now and the time that Grownish goes on break. So I don't know why Grownish just don't just freeform. What are y'all doing? Like, give us Grownish. And if you don't want to do that, just put it on Hulu for all of us to watch. Like, and let that be that. But anyway, I'm going to watch the episode tonight, and then I'm going to come back and add to this video. And then I'm going to, in addition to having my Grownish review for episode 8, so just stay tuned. Okay, y'all, so I just finished watching what I recorded yesterday before the episode came out, and I'm here for the continuation of my thoughts on what I expect from the rest of season 3 of Grownish. And then after season 3 is over, I'm going to give what I expect for season 4 at the end of the season, though. But okay. So last night, if you're new to my channel, my name is Curly K Glam. I'm here with another video. I do beauty videos, well, hair videos, natural hair and extension videos, and I have just started reviewing Grownish because I was like, hey, you know, I'm liking TV, I'm gonna review a show. And so Grownish is the first show that I've been consistent with, and this season I've been consistently posting about season 3. Okay, and so I watched the mid-season finale today, which is Friday. I'm not sure when y'all will see this video, so it's probably going to be after my Grownish mid-season finale review. So if you hadn't, go check that out. And leave me your thoughts down below and tell me, what do you expect and what did you think of the episode? And also at the end of this video, leave your comment down below and tell me what are your thoughts on Grownish and what do you think about the direction that Grownish is going in. And like I said from the first half of the video, I'm not, you know, seeing the direction where Grownish is going. I feel like as far as college, Grownish gives us the party aspect of college. I feel like in prior seasons they gave us more of the school aspect of Grownish, but this first set, they've been to class a few times. They even incorporated Doug and Luca and Jazz being in class, which was good. But I feel like they could have done more, like in terms of like sitting in class and having discussion topics. I know, for example, there's going to be a lot of different world comparisons, but in a different world, there was plenty of scenes with the characters of a different world and them being in class and them talking about things in class, or just, you know, student interactions in class. Also in a different world, they had events going on campus. I know besides partying, they had parties in a different world, but with Grownish, they haven't had any events besides the art exhibit, you know, that happened in probably season 1 or 2. And then when Nomi was going to the, you know, LBGT events, they haven't had any events on campus in terms of like culture or, you know, different extracurriculars that the kids are involved in outside of class, like any clubs, you know, anything like that. And they gave that in a different world. They did add the aspect of the girls running track, which again, in comparison to different world, Denise decided she would give track a chance, and so they did tackle what it was like being a student athlete when she was running track. So I'm glad that they incorporated track with Sky and Jazz. And I feel like the topic as far as being a student athlete and finding balance in between your athletic life, your social life, your academic life, I feel like that could have been a good topic for Grownish. But also I feel like Grownish dropped the ball, because then in episode 8, instead of Jazz trying to figure it out and trying to balance with, you know, track and schoolwork and Doug, she just gave up and just asked Doug to wait for her. And I feel like then she didn't give any compromise, so it wasn't any layers. So now we're gonna try to come back to season 3 on episode 9 or whenever it comes back on, because it says it's gonna come back on at the same time. We gotta try and see how, if Doug is gonna wait and all that stuff. And I feel like the episode, again, like I said in the first half of this video, episode 8 was very underwhelming for it to be a mid-season finale. There was no cliffhanger, there was no like climax, there was no on edge. And I felt like, in comparison to season 2 of Grownish, I felt like at the end when Zoe left Aaron at the airport and then Luca chased her, I felt like it was something to watch, something I wanted to see what happened. And Aaron and Zoe barely addressed what happened at the airport. Like, did she have feelings for Aaron? Did they talk? She tried to have a conversation with him, but he was under the influence. So I just felt like they completely brushed past that. Luca never found out he never found out about the whole Aaron thing after him and Zoe had just broken up, and that he was calling her all those many times. Then they just brought in Jillian. As of right now, Jillian doesn't know anything about Zoe and Luca's past, and I don't even know if Grownish is going to address it, because in comparison to Different World again, you had Dwayne Wayne, who was in love with Whitley, but then him and Whitley broke up, and then he started dating a new girl named Keanu. Keanu knew everything about Whitley. She knew the past that Dwayne had with Whitley and everything like that. And I just feel like they brushed over that. That could have been something to talk about this season, not saying that it's not going to happen after the show, you know, comes back on. But I just feel like it's something that they could have, you know, added. I also feel like I said, they dropped the ball with the whole Nomi thing. I feel like now it's just basically turning into a whole relationship thing. You go to college to get a boyfriend type situation, which that is not the case. You got Anna now all into Javi. Not that there's nothing wrong with her dating Javi, because I feel like portraying Latinx love on TV is important. It's visible for the Latinx viewers to see. But the whole thing with her sneaking, why does she always have to, oh, wait, that wasn't her. Okay, but anyway, okay, it was her and Nomi. But why does she have to sneak around with him? She had to sneak around with Aaron. Now she has to sneak around with Javi. Why can't she just live and live out loud? Like, why does it have to be a whole sneaking situation and keeping things professional? Why can't she just find a guy in her year? Why he got to be old in grad school? Nothing wrong with that because she's of age. But I'm just saying, like, he's a teacher, for crying out loud. Or he's the teacher's assistant, for crying out loud. They could have done, you know, something else with that. Is Aaron and Zoe ever going to have the talk? We keep seeing them kissing. I don't want to see no more season finales ending with Zoe kissing somebody. Why? Like, what was the purpose in that? For them to kiss, he tell her he gonna miss her, and then they don't talk about it no more. I don't know how they're going to incorporate Zoe into Grownish now that Zoe technically has left school. But with her leaving school, this could also tie back into Blackish, which I would like to see. Is she gonna go home? Okay, for example, again, another Different World reference. When Denise left school to gain experience, she decided that she was going to go to Africa and, you know, live her life and experience life outside of Hillman. She came back married, as we all know. Not to say that Zoe's going to come back married and that we're expecting that, but I mean, something like, what is going to happen when Zoe goes home and tell her mom and dad? Because she's eventually going to have to go and tell her mom and dad, because I'm assuming now at this point, if she quit school, she's living off campus, but she was living with the rest of her peers. So is she gonna go and get her own place? Is she gonna try to learn how to be independent and navigate through, you know, her leaving school? What is gonna happen? Like, I just feel like I would expect them to incorporate some things. For like example, on the Cosby Show or on Different World, Dwayne and Whitley went to go visit Denise. Are they going to come and visit Zoe in Sherwin Oaks? Is she going to go back to Sherwin Oaks? Like, what is she going to do? I'm excited to see how this is going to tie back into Blackish. Like I said, are they going to show this on Blackish? Is Dre and Bo going to, you know, approach her on Blackish, or are they going to approach her on Grownish? I also saw that Junior was going to be on some episodes for the second half of Grownish. So I'm interested to see how they're going to now tackle that as them both being two college dropouts, because it's not looking cute at this point. I understand Zoe's, you know, reasoning for dropping out, and I'm not saying that it's a bad reason, because everybody don't finish school, and that's just the reality of it. Some people leave school because they feel like they got their foot in the door and they can start their careers, and other people stay in college to get their foot in the door to start their careers. And some people just don't go to college just to get experience because they feel like at this point a degree isn't worth it. So I'm interested to see how all of that is going to come into play. I saw that Nomi is going to come back to school, so hopefully Grownish does something with her storyline with her coming to school and figuring out motherhood, if she's going to be a mother, or telling the group her decision, whatever was made. I just feel like Grownish is so busy trying to throw all these topics into one episode. They need to focus more on just one episode at a time instead of trying to throw so many different things going on into one episode. Like this last episode, we had Zoe deciding that she didn't want to go to school no more. We had Anna and Harvey. Then we had Sky and Jazz arguing. Then we had Jazz and Doug trying to figure things out. And so at this point, I'm just like, all of this in 17 minutes? Y'all couldn't, like, give Jazz and Doug their own episode to try to figure things out? Because it's 17 minutes, for heaven's sake. Jazz and Doug could have got an episode, a episode dedicated to them. They really could have, to figure it out, for them to talk. And then have a few things going on the side, but just, you know, minute things. Not like nothing like Zoe trying to decide if she want to leave school. Like, no. I'm interested to see the second half is second half of Aaron's senior year, and then it's gonna be second half of everybody else's junior year. So yeah, I'm interested to see. I feel like Luca and Zoe are not done. I feel like this is gonna come back up to bite somebody in the butt. I could be wrong, but that's just how I feel. I think that's all. All I can say is just stay tuned. Tune into Grownish on Thursday nights at 8 o'clock. They say they're coming back in the summertime, so summertime could be May. So I guess they're going to go on like a 2-month break, which I don't understand that either, Freeform. Like, why does a show need a 2-month or a 3-month break when it's going to come right back on? Why don't you just play everything out? It's impossible for y'all to air a new show and show the whole thing in a couple of weeks. Because for instance, Grownish came on January 16th, and then the last episode was January 5th. So it wasn't even on a whole 2 months. It was on 8 weeks. So I'm just like, what was the purpose in that? I see if they could do it like Blackish and take like a 2-week break and then come back, but everything's already filmed, so I don't know. Maybe they just needed to see how the ratings were doing, just in case they decided they want to scrap season 4. But yes, y'all, let me know what you expect. Let me know what you thought about the first half of this season. And I'll be back with more videos. Follow me on Instagram and Twitter at CurlyKGlam. Check out some of my other videos. Make sure you leave your comment down below. Deuces.